Welcome to 25 Days of Animal Facts. Today we're going to be talking about raccoons. These amazing little trash pandas are actually more intelligent than I think the average person gives them credit for. In studies, they've actually proven that they can solve pretty complex puzzles. Granted, it does help a lot that they have these dexterous little fingers, and fun fact, they don't actually have an opposable thumb. But these little troubled hands, they are very sensitive, and one reason it's speculated why they actually dunk their food into water isn't just so they can clean their food or practice hygiene. It's actually so they can increase their grip sensitivity and have a better understanding of what it is that they're holding. If you're in the vulture culture community, you've probably heard it's always a raccoon, and that's because a lot of people can't tell what they're looking at when they look at a raccoon skull. It's almost like a little bear, and it's probably because, like a black bear that they're often compared to, they're also an omnivore. Whether it's fruits, nuts, seeds, eggs, birds, snakes even, these guys will eat it all. And yes, they are predators, and they will actually catch and consume prey. But yeah, they're not above eating out of our trash cans either. A lot of animals aren't. They're actually one of the few species who are thriving thanks to humans instead of having a decline in population because they adapt very well to our neighborhoods. In fact, you might not even know that they're in your area. I know I didn't realize that they were in my area until I started finding remains of them because they are very nocturnal, so they have kind of opposite schedules of us. Raccoons have amazing night vision, and one thing that helps with that is actually that black mask they've got. It's not just for crimes or for looking cool, it's actually to help reduce glare around the eyes. And when I say these guys have excellent night vision, I mean they can see in almost pitch black darkness. Now, by nature, raccoons are rather solitary animals, but they do occasionally group up into small little communities where they will kind of go around together and help each other out. It's also not unheard of to see them roaming around with other animals such as possums. And they are total chatterbugs. They can make over 200 different sounds to communicate with each other. So not only are they very intelligent and have excellent night vision, they're also pretty good at climbing trees. Maybe not like a squirrel, but they're still pretty good at it. And they're really good swimmers. They actually will sometimes dive underwater in order to get some food. And you might not guess it from how small their ears are, but they actually do have excellent hearing as well. They can hear earthworms moving underneath the soil. But from the tips of their ears down to their very toes, another adaptation you might not think about is they can rotate their feet in order to climb down a tree. You might not like it, but this is what the ideal body type apparently looks like. Speaking of the perfect body, it would be a crime for us to ignore that iconic striped tail that they have. Now, these rings around their tail actually work as a way to confuse predators. This will help them blend into their habitat, but it also serves as another function. While it may be harder for a predator to see against their natural habitat, a wooded area, it's actually easier for their young to see. So when they're following their mom up or down a tree, they're going to notice this. Again, remember that they can be traveling in almost pitch black dark. This is a lot easier for them to see than if they were a solid color. I hope you're able to learn something new about raccoons today, and as always, I encourage you to look up more about them. They are such a fun and unique species.